Hi guys. A lot of things have been happening with me today, but if I had moved this live video, that means we will not have it again. Like, so let me wait for my guests to send me a request while I settle down, because guys, if you see the race. Okay, so I need to let people know that we are live now. I'm sorry we moved it from 8 to 9. So let me write the topic, setting up a customer service structure. Setting up a customer service structure. Let me tag my guests. Oh, let's just keep that for that. So let me send this to people. Ask that when I start I should let them know. So I promise you guys that this live video is not gonna take 1 hour, meaning whatever we are saying, we'll keep it within 1 hour. So let me before he joins, let's just have a chit chat. How was your day? So how was your day? Today is okay. Hello.
Yay! Finally, we're here.
So do you know,
Finally.
I wanted to tell them that if they know how long we've wanted to do this together. Guys, do you know that this live video was actually meant for yesterday, but I still had to move it till today because of my timing and a lot. So I really apologize. I'm happy that at least we can do this today. While Instagram is still telling people that we've started the live video, let's just have some preambles together. So this is my first time doing a live video with Dr. Shegun, and so let me
Yes.
allow you to please introduce yourself. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. My name is Dr. Shegun Manuel, and I'm a customer service trainer, popularly known as the Odogu of customer service. So
Okay.
while people do everything, my only focus is customer service, and my main area of stay is around MSMEs. So I practically deal with small business owners, nano businesses, and emerging businesses. So even though I train big organizations, but my view is around entrepreneurs like the ones that are watching live here. So if you are a starting business, a growing business, you're a nano business, a micro business, a small and emerging business, you are in the right place at the right time. And I want to say thank you for having me, Rindema. We've been planning to do this since last year. In fact, your last class was the time we were supposed to have this, and it didn't happen. But excited, we're here right now. And let me say that you've motivated me. If you can see my bookshelf behind, is
Yeah.
exactly what I saw you do with your office. You see the chair,
Oh
all
my
of this. I saw.
God.
And by the way,
Are you
this is the
serious?
first. This is the first live I am having here in my office studio.
Oh
This is the
my
first
God.
live I'm having live on
And
Instagram.
and it's with me. Sadly, I cannot be in my office because I don't want to give the reason, but I'm so grateful. Wow, guys, have you
No,
seen
Allah.
influencer up? Or we influence people to buy our chair, influence people to have our kind
I'm
of
telling
backdrop,
you.
influence people to arrange it with books. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay, that makes me really happy. First of all, I just want to say thank you for the honor. It's an honor doing this with you. I know you may make it look as if it's not like that, but trust me, it's an honor because I don't know what you have seen, and you don't also know what I have seen in you. But I know that with such collaborations like this, people will learn. As far as we are passionate about small business owners, then I commend this, what we are doing, and I hope that we can do more. I hope that I try to make out time and stop giving excuses, and for us to do more of this. I am so grateful and I am so honored. I want you to know that I don't take this for granted. Um, we did not practice any of this. So guys, we are flowing. So this is going to be like a very, very intentional, we are gonna like come together and reason together. So everybody's still gonna ask questions, everybody's gonna give their suggestions, and everything. And we're gonna go home today with a working document of what customer service is, how to structure our businesses right, and all of that. So I'll just ask Dr. Shegun a few questions, and then I'll open the floor for him. The first question I want to ask you is, what's the worst experience you've had with a client?
So I will not be able to pinpoint one right now, but I know that for us as Nigerians, what we experience all the time is practically not too good customer service, but because that's what we're used to in our client, we have now made it normal. It is normal for us now when we go to shops and the people we walk into at the shops sometimes are waiting for us to greet them first. It is normal now in Nigeria that when you walk into a place, the cashier who is supposed to welcome you and attend to you looks at you and turns back and pays attention to his phone. It is normal now that when you walk into a filling station, rather than them to attend to you, it is normal for them to look at you like you are actually disturbing them. Why are you here? What are you doing here? I'm busy. It is normal now for staff to feel like the customer who is supposed to be on top is the one who is under and who is disturbing the activity. Look, there is no business without a customer. The customer is the purpose of the business. The customer is the fulcrum of the business. The customer is pivotal to the existence of the business. And I say that if the customer is the life of any business, then it means that customer service is the lifeblood of the business, because the service is what carries your product to the hands of the customer and makes that customer gives you money in return. If you do business and there is no customer buying that is bringing money back, no matter how much you use in starting that business will close up very soon. Agree? No matter how much you use in starting that business, if customer is not coming, or even if they come and they are not satisfied and they walk away and tell other people about the bad service they got from your business, very soon nobody will be buying from your business again. I make this example all the time, and I see it happen very often in businesses in Nigeria. So somebody starts a business, 10 million naira. He rents a shop in a plaza and he buys all his products, falsify the place, do POP, put the blue lights and everything, and the products was 10 million. The place where he's building, where he's seated in a shop, is worth 2 million naira every year. He does all of that, and he employs a girl who just finished secondary school to manage a shop that is worth over 50 million naira. Like they say in Nigeria, not be juju be that. How can you take a girl who just finished secondary school, who doesn't know what 1 million naira is, who doesn't know what to manage customers, to manage a business that is worth over 50 million naira? Oh, you might say, oh, that's really something. But reality is that is what is happening with many of the businesses today. When you bring in untrained staff to manage customers, when you bring in just anybody to manage your customers, you are, not just allowing them to steal or to kill your business, you are aiding and abetting them. Bringing an untrained staff into your business is you killing your business. But then not also training them and making sure that they know what to do in handling the customer, you are aiding and abetting them. And when police come, anybody who aids and abets is also arrested, When they say Olokpa Mako, everybody, police will back everybody, because including the owner of the business is involved in not just making sure that the business doesn't survive, but in killing the business. So what can we as business owners do differently? Is that when you start a business, first of all, you must know your target audience. That one is a sine qua non. You must know the people you are targeted at. You must know the people your business is supposed to serve. And then when you know the people your business is supposed to serve, then you must know the quality of person that you must bring in to serve the customers that are your target audience. You don't want to serve high net worth individuals and at the end of the day bring a girl at this level to come and serve high net worth. What will happen is that exactly she cannot serve that level of customers, and that will be improper customer service, that will be wrong customer service, because she will not know how to talk to them. She will not speak the language they are hearing. She will not be able also to listen and hear what they really want. And at the end of the day, every customer wants to be listened to. Whether he's paying 1 naira or he's paying 2 naira, he wants to be listened to. He wants to make sure that if he's paying this money, what he gets in return is 2 times or even 3 times. And that is excellent customer service, because we define excellent customer service as the valued attention and care given to every customer before they buy from us. You know, when they are making inquiries and your DM, they are trying to ask what you sell, how you sell it, what is the price, how you attend to them when they are making inquiries about your product will determine whether they will buy from you when they actually want to buy. So it's important when we define customer service as the valued attention given before they come in, that even before the customer buys, when he's pricing, like we say in Nigeria, when he's pricing, it is important that you treat him well at that point. Because at that point, he has not made a buying decision yet. Even though he has the money to buy, he's still, as he's testing you and asking you and pricing you, he's pricing in some other places. He's asking the next person, so how much do you sell? He's comparing with you, what's your price? How much do you influence for? What benefit will I get if I buy from you? Do you do pay on delivery? You know, some people, some vendors get angry at this level and say, the man is asking too much question. I'm tired. If you want to buy, buy. If you don't want to buy, go away. But it is how you treat them at this stage that will make them finally make the buying decision. And it will take us to the next point in our definition of customer service: valued attention and care before and during. During is when they now finally say, okay, from what you told me, you have been able to explain to me that I need this thing and that you are the best person I should buy from. And you can't do that, like we said earlier, if you didn't explain to them well why they were in decision stage. When they finally decide, they come in front of you and say, okay, so we want to buy. They walk into your shop or they walk into your DM. There are 2 types of customers: the ones that come with their legs and the ones that come with their 10 toes and the ones that come with their 10 fingers. The 10-finger ones today are customers you must pay attention to. The 10-finger ones are the ones who come into your DM. They come in through the window, right? You might not see them, but what you do with them in chatting or in a telephone call with them will determine what they will think about you. What they think about you will become your reality. The customer's perception of you is your reality at the end of the day as a business owner. And that perception is very key. How you talk to them on the phone, how you chat to them. Do you know that you can be chatting with someone on the phone? The person is not rude, but the way he is typing, your perception might be that, why is he typing this fast? Is it that he's offended? You know, and you form a perception in your head that this person is actually rude, or this person is actually tired of me, or it seems like I'm disturbing this person. So I tell people that I train that when you are dealing with a customer, you have gotten to a point with him on chatting and, you know, in the DM, move the conversation from text to call. There's something in your voice. There's something that I feel in your voice. When I hear that thing in your voice, and my mind is settled. But when you are typing it, I cannot place where it is you are coming from.
I'm trying not to cut you, but a lot of people that deal with high volume clients, we cannot call everybody. So unless we are employing a lot of people, but continue.
Fantastic. The point here is this: for those of you that deal with that high volume of customer. For example, now you're registering people for your next cohort that is coming up very soon, and a lot of people are registering. You already have a structure that says If you're registering, go here. The information is already here. But for everyone who has a challenge, for example, I pay and my payment doesn't go through, or I paid and I wasn't immediately uploaded, of course you have a customer service line. Of course they have a way of reaching you. So in that way, you have filtered the number, and I'm very positive. I know you, so I know that you have processes to be able to, you know, address and attend to such people if they come in your DM. Of course.
Okay.
Right?
Continue. We'll talk about that.
So that is the right thing to do when you are dealing with that high volume of customers. So if you cannot, maybe as a business owner, you don't have the luxury of time, you don't have the luxury of being able to attend to people. That's why you need customer service people. That's why you need. So there's another thing I can introduce to you that you can do. Many of these big social media platforms do that already, and it's called frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
So if you know the challenges that your customers would usually have, and the questions they usually ask. If you go to Facebook, for example, you rarely can speak to a customer service person. What they do is that they have frequently asked questions on Facebook, and they have the answers. They have answers that they have given. So if you go to a question that's related to the challenge that you're having, you will see 5, 6, 7. Before you read through all the answers, you will see that you have found
your solution. Yeah.
So for you that deal with high volume of customers, and you know they have this kind of challenges, you can have a FAQ there that puts all of this, and you see that's a sweet thing. It shows that you have put your customers in mind, you've thought about them, and you've thought about the challenges that they will have. So you have put, it's called anticipatory customer service. You anticipate the problem the customers will have, put a solution in advance, keep it there, so that when they finally have that problem, they go there and, you know, quickly just take a solution and attend to yourself. And that way, it reduces that exposure to you, especially for us that are solo entrepreneurs who run our own businesses, but we deal with a large number of people. FAQ would just be a perfect way for us to be able to address that challenge. So I'll mention this because we're talking about building a customer service structure. There are three places you need to build a structure of customer service in your business, and those quick ways are: number one, at the entry level. At the entry level, you need to build a structure around when the customer comes into your business, what happens at that level, what they should meet when they come in. This is what you happen when the customer first sends us the DM. This is the response you should get. If he sends the next one, this is what follows. That's the structure we're building now. You know, the next phase of the structure will be before they leave. So if you go into a bank, one of the things they must always do, maybe a few of them don't do it again, but one of the first things is that they must give you that salutation. There must be that greeting. Whether you're talking with the gate man, whether you're talking with the guy at the door, when you finally get in front of the cashier, they will always welcome you to the bank and give you that greeting. And then they listen to your challenges and then answer, which is normal. For every customer that comes to your business, remember that the customer is coming with a problem that he needs to solve. Whether it's coming for your cohort, it means that he's coming to learn. He has a problem of shameless. He's not able to market shamelessly, so he's coming to learn. So that is his challenge. He's coming with when he comes. Whatever business you are doing, when a customer comes to you, he's coming with a problem. Your product is solving his problem. So if someone is coming to you with a problem, the mindset, the disposition you should have is, so what is the problem? Where exactly are you feeling the pain? What is the challenge you're having? And then you provide a solution with your product. And at the end, the next phase I'm talking about now, remember I talked, the first one was the entry phase. The next one is when they are exiting.
Yeah, the exit.
When they are leaving, you must, you know, at this point is where we do the, you do the upselling. If you do the exit phase very well, oh, thank you for coming. We hope I've been able to satisfy. You cannot call an online, for example, call DSTV. When they finish with you, they will tell you, is that all? Is there something else we can do for you? Right? They will also inform you that we have an other product. So if you love this one, you could love this. If you shop online, many of these foreign shops, they will tell you if you love this shirt you bought, you would also love this pants.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the exit exit point after they've thanked you, and it is expected that at this point the service you got was good, right?
Yeah,
so you got a good service, so there is that boldness on them to be able to upsell you to the next thing. So every organization, every business owner here listening must have, a structure at the entry, a structure at the exit. But the most important structure you should have is a structure that solves problems when there are challenges.
Structure that solves problems when there are challenges.
Maybe I'm using too many grammar now. The structure that solves challenges when they arise. Better. So what I mean by that, many Instagram vendors, for example, have on their bio, you see that red big mark?
No refund policy.
No refund policy. We don't want you to come back. If you buy from us,
refund.
take the goods.
Don't collect refund. Yes.
Go with it. If you like it, take it. If you don't like it, it's your business. We don't want you to come back. We don't refund anything. But in saner societies, what they do is that if you are able to handle these challenges that customers have, you win them better. And so you must have a policy on how you handle these challenges. One of my mentors told me, he said he has a 48 hours policy. For every problem a customer has and the problem a customer comes with, in 48 hours, it must be resolved. So once the customer either sends a DM or reaches out to the company, from the point of when he does that and somebody picks his call or somebody responds to the DM, in 48 hours or less, that problem is resolved. As a matter of fact, in that organization, people are fired for not resolving their problems of the customer under 48 hours. That's a policy. That's a policy. That's the policy they have in the organization. Some people say no refund. That's a policy on its own. But if it must be an organization that is customer friendly, that pays attention to the customer, then saying no refund policy is not the right thing. Remember that in customer service, we talk about customer relations. You cannot relate with me if I buy from you and you tell me, don't return what you got. Don't come back. Don't complain. Use it like that. I've collected your money. You can't return it. You can't have the money back. Even the Igbo man in area market, when you go to return back, he takes it. He might not give you your money back, but he will make sure that you buy something of the money's worth. He will tell you, Oga, money don't enter account. Money will enter account, not they come out. Whether you wait for him to bring the next batch, or you will take something that is your money. That's a refund policy there. But for you to put a big red mark and say no refund policy, and before I even buy from you, you have told me that you are not ready. You're not interested in listening to my complaint. People will pay attention more to people who listen to them. Customers, can you still hear me? Yeah. Customers will pay attention more to people who listen to them. So if you listen to the customer by showing that we are ready to listen to your challenges. So we've seen cases where issues happen, incidents happen, the delivery driver does not deliver exactly what was bought, the customer has complaints. There are plenty ways, better ways to manage these things. For example, one will be, on your next delivery, we'll make sure your delivery is free. On your next delivery, we will add the replacement. On your next, so it is better to have this than to say that there is no policy in place to make sure that the customer complaint is handled accordingly. Yes. Let me pause here and allow you to jump in.
My God, that was a lot. That was really a lot. Hold on, my battery is quite low and I want to charge my phone. But yes, please. Sorry. Okay, so let me talk before I plug it. I had to take my time to write down everything because I want to go back as in I want to, give us a rundown again, guys. This has the first, whatever part I want to call it, whether the first part of this, our class has been mind-blowing. Even myself, there are a lot of things I did not know. I am a very practical teacher in such a way that when I teach, I want to give my life experiences and say, oh, this has happened to me before. This, so how do I do this, or how do I deal with this? One of the things my students will credit me with is patience. Okay, when it comes to customer service, I think especially in this Nigerian terrain, we must have, like, vendors, you must have
super
exceptional,
patient.
extraordinary patience to deal, and you must also have emotional intelligence. Those two things go together.
Very true. Very true.
Patience and emotional intelligence. I have won a lot of people just because of the customer service I've given them. I have also lost people. So I don't know how to lie, you know. I've also lost people because sometimes I am exhausted, and it's as if there are some people that are sitting down and you will say the same thing. They want you to repeat it 20 times. So where do we find that balance with me telling you, Omo, is it fine? Please, let me tell you guys something. There was a class I was having, and the money was 3,000. I don't know if there's any of my students that entered that class. It's far back 2022. That was like the 4th content class I've ever had. I had 82 students paying me 3K. So I remember that. Please let me charge my phone so that we don't just, my phone does not go off. I remember that. Good. This particular.
And thank you to everyone joining. I see a lot of people joining. Thank you. Welcome everyone.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. So I remember that hold on. Okay. I need to plug this here. Let me hold it, Jerry. So I remember that a lot of, people joined that particular, they were 82. But I remember that when the class started, somebody sent me a message and was really angry with me and all. So I got so angry. I remember I was in a room with a friend of mine, and I thank God for him. And I was like, let me send a voice note to this whole group. So you know how you want to send a voice note to tell people, I'm not going to repeat myself. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. And so have you noticed that there's how you want to send a voice? Like, I like when you talk about tone of voice and everything. Sometimes I send the voice note, and it's something about me. I realize that if I start talking, if I'm angry and I start talking, it goes like this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It doesn't go nothing last off me, do. So one of the things I do is I don't talk when I'm angry. I allow myself to cool. So I sent a voice note, like, you know how I instead of me to do the voice note directly on WhatsApp, I was doing it on my recorder. You know, we have recorder.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have told you people that if you do this, everybody should send their this to the group. Why are you doing this, doing that, doing that? No, don't stress me. You just paid only 3,000 naira. You are stressing me. Yes, I said that. And in my head, I was correct. Because why? What is the problem? In my own head, I was correct. The person just said, delete it immediately. Queen, delete it immediately. I said, no, but said, no, you don't do that. Because you see this 3,000 naira, because it is something people paid. If nobody paid, it will mean a lot to you. So even if it's one naira that people paid, you have to still treat them with emotional intelligence and still with kindness.
Yes.
Do you understand?
So let me jump in quickly here so that I don't miss my train of thoughts there. So 2 things I want to say. How you say a thing is more important than what you said.
Yes. How you make people feel is because it is how they now. Yes.
Yeah, and that comes from empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in other people's shoes. They say he who wears the shoe knows where it pinches. So for you to know how it is paining that your customer, you must put yourself in their shoes. And when you put yourself in their shoes, you will realize that as small as that 3K is, for some people, it was the last money in their account.
I swear to God, I've had a client before that paid me 5K, and she sent me her balance, and her balance showed 266 kobo. Oh my God.
And for some, what we don't realize as online coaches is that for some people, they saw your pitch and they were like, if I put this 5K, I can actually get out from here and begin to grow. So you might think it's just 5K that I used to buy recharge card, but for that person, it's his whole life investment.
I swear to God. I mean, I saw 266 kobo and I was like, please send me your account number. I'm going to give you a free slot. It was this last set. I remember that I gave over 15 people free slots. That's because we had a lot of sponsors, but it touched me and I was like, imagine if I was now rude to this person. I said, please, you see, because of 5K, in my head, I would not know that this is this person's last money.
And the impression she will form about you there will be it takes one, you just have one chance to make a first impression. That impression will go for life, and then the is it good or bad or strange thing about our generation now is that before now, if you had a bad impression with someone, it stays with the person. You can move from that area. But now with the internet, they will express themselves. They will put it on WhatsApp. They will get a special account to be trolling you.
Yes. Okay, so what I was trying to say is I have experienced both worlds, both as a vendor and as a client. I've also experienced being good, the advantages, and being bad. Okay? One of the closest people in my life today came as a client. I call her my best friend, my sister. She came as a client, and I remember vividly. She called me and said, "Hello, my name is so." She mentioned her real name. She didn't mention her brand name. I'm having so many issues in my business, and I would like to have a meetup with you. Can I meet with you? Up till today, she tells me the way I responded. Even when I now accepted the meeting, I came over to her office. Even before she paid me, I gave her solutions.
Yes.
When she wanted to do the transfer, she was not arguing with me. You know how you tell somebody they add extra for transport?
Mm.
Do you understand? I've also treated somebody wrongly, only for me to come and realize who the person was. Jesus.
Oh yeah, can be very painful. Can be very painful.
I can't even say
it will take a lifetime for you to correct the impression for that
So
person. No matter what
anytime
you
that I
do
talk,
now.
I know the person will be doing like this. Because the person came on the wrongest day ever. You know those days that. So another question I wrote down, I was like, how do you deal with customer service when that excellent customer service spirit when you are having a bad day?
Bad day.
So probably that I ignore you, or we do the outsourcing, or you understand every other strategy.
So you've just given a solution to that. On your bad days, it's better you are not available, and the day you are available, you are good, than
for
be
you to be
available and be bad
available
and
and
lost.
bad.
Yes. So I would rather you call me back and say, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't available."
So let me tell you
what do you
happened this evening. Let me share something that happened this evening. A lady reached out to me that she wants to pay for shameless. So sometimes the structures, you see, I'm using my personal life. The structures we are putting in place sometimes come off as rude. I'm sorry to say.
Yes.
Some of the structures
might look like arrogant. That you are arrogant.
So let me explain. I stopped. Nobody see my phone. Anybody that calls my phone, either that person is with my kidney or my liver, or that person booked a consultation. So for my phone to ring, the person is very important. Nobody calls my phone. There was a time that before I turn like this, I thought people just constant, and then I realized that I was so 2 hours I'm on the phone talking to somebody. Anybody that wanted to start business, as if there was somebody in my village that used to have my name and number. You want to start business, the first one to call is Surindioma. You want to start cooking, you want to do food trade. So every day, my classmates, so I know that I spoke to at least 200 people in 2022 for free. They were, Rindioma, please, I don't know how to do this. And, until one day I realized that the time I'm meant to use and do something, I'm ending up, and it's, virtue, when you hear this word that they say virtue has gone out of you. Virtue definitely goes out of you when you keep talking. I now have to say, you know what, from today, consultation. Please, if you want to speak with me, talk. Like you want me to open my mouth and talk, pay me.
Yes.
At first, it didn't sit well with people. Everybody now knows if you call my number without booking a consultation, I will not take the call. I had to be. I started hearing things now. Who does she think she is? I remember one of my big bosses now came and told me, somebody told me that you've made Miriam a big girl. There is nothing I did not hear. My dear, I said it and I put because if I fall down and die. So at that point, it came out as rude and arrogant to people that, why must I book a consult? Now everybody knows who I am. And at some point, when it comes to this customer service, sometimes your structure, I need people to understand this thing. Your structure may come off as arrogant to other people that don't understand that you are trying to do self-preservation.
Yes.
Let me tell you what happened this night. It happened tonight. I've been in meetings I think I posted even a behind the scenes. So if you go on my Instagram, I've been in meetings. I even had to post on my WhatsApp that I think I need a driver now, because most times I'm driving. I cannot reply you when I'm driving.
Yeah.
And there are some things only me. So maybe the problem now, even this class has helped me. Like I said, I'm very practical. There are things, yes, I know all these things. I'm not going to lie that, but most times I don't practice some of them. So there is still, when you are a marketing expert, when you are the best talker, you still feel that nobody can talk like you, close sales like you. So most times I leave certain things for myself to do. I don't know, do you understand? Sorry to cut you. There are some jobs that you would never ever really be able to outsource. I will explain. When I see people talk about scaling, growth, structure, for example, you're an influencer. Every client is paying me because they want my face. So I can never go and put another person's face, even if I'm outsourcing.
Yes.
So even if I bring in my company, we have editors. I have people to edit for me, for example. I'll still do the voiceover. It's my voice they need.
Yes.
So if you are that kind of brand that your whether I want to say your body is your money,
your face,
or whatever,
your face is needed.
You need self-preservation, and sometimes it comes up like this. I wanted to share what happened this evening. A lady reached out to me in the morning and said she wanted to join Shameless Marketing. I sent her the normal
link.
Yes, for everything. So, and then next thing she was like, "Can I get to know more about you?" I dropped my Instagram handle and said, check the pin post on Shameless Marketing. It answers the same frequently questions you're talking about.
Now.
Then after some time, she said, okay, please, can I go on a call with you?
For 5K.
Now, have you seen that for 5K? Have you seen?
You want your soul.
But that is what they are teaching us. We should never think like that. But at some point, the thing, they pepper my body. So, and I'm like, this woman does not know. I'm dealing with volume. So I cannot do that for everybody.
So where I'll come in here is, Rinyoma, you have gotten to a point where you cannot be there for. There are lower levels now that you should begin to structure. For example, if someone is calling to ask about Shameless Marketing, they shouldn't be calling you.
Yes, so there should be staff that they are calling, right? There should be people I've put in place beautiful, so I know that it is me. So it's not like I don't know what to do. Okay, for example, let me give an example. All my previous classes that I used to do, I know how I used to deal with people. Sorry, is your network okay? I know how I used to deal with people, and most times coaches don't come out to tell you what they deal with, but human beings are the hardest. And I think for every coach deserves a round of applause, because it's not easy dealing with human beings. So, but this last one, what I did was I realized I don't want to have any one-on-one. Hearing me? Sorry, we had some network issues there.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, network issues. I think I don't know if someone's trying to call my phone, but if it happens again, what I would do is post this live and come up again, so that this person does not end up making us lose our live video. So as I was saying, I have a PAO, I have a lot, but like I said, Yeah, some people are falling. That's true. Someone said you need a personal assistant. I don't think the customer is making a mistake. That's true. The customer is not making a mistake. So this person, so listen. So this lady says, please, I want to speak with you one on one. And I now said, I only take calls when it's a consultation. She now said, okay, please send me your consultation brochure, like your fee. I forwarded it
Yeah.
to this woman. And I had to get into a meeting. Like, you see this live video. If I tell you that, if I show you the things I needed to make sure makes this live video happen. So I was trying to say I'm in a meeting. Next thing, the woman started speaking English for me. This sounds so. I've forgotten the English. I need to go and look for it again now. Maybe I'll screenshot and post. So something. I couldn't even. I just tire. I just say,
So
which kind?
that's the thing. That's the thing. Once you leave yourself exposed there, people will always come to you. They want a chunk of you. But if you build that structure, what structure does is that it brings a shape and gives strength to the building. Think of a normal building. The thing that makes the building have shape is the structure inside of it. The thing that makes the building strong is the structure. You will have to build it. There are levels you must not be at anymore. There's a reason why PAs take calls for certain high net worth individuals, whether you like it or not, because you deal with volume, and then you have to pay attention to a certain category of. I'm not no hard feelings to people who are paying 5K, but at the stage where you are now with what you are doing, people that are paying for shameless marketing should have a different level of a different structure that they are meeting with rather than talking to you. So because you on your own, you know that if I explain to everybody who is paying 5K and we have 1,000 people, 1,000 people paying, it means you spread that time with 1,000 people because they are calling you directly. Then build that structure so that you are not interfering with that. That is there. Then you structure it that if you are going to speak to me at all, everybody sees that you have to be at this level. You have to be paying consultation fee of this. It might look rude and arrogant at the beginning, but that is what will sustain you. For the kind of business you are doing, people need you to be able to talk. People need you to be able to speak. If you are not refreshed to be able to
Mentally,
speak, you will
you
lose the value that they are looking for you for. And you don't want to lose that, right? There's a reason why you cannot just walk up to the office of the governor. There's a reason why. As much as you voted him in, it is expected that there are certain level of responsibilities that he attends to, and for other things there are people who attend. There are some things you cannot meet the
that's
states for.
why
There
we
are some things
have
you need local
commissioners,
government.
that's why we have permanent secretaries,
Exactly,
that's why we
local
have
government chairman and all of
SAs,
that.
that's why we have local government chairman. That's true.
So you have to build that structure. It is what will give your business shape. It is what will give your business the structure inside. Many of us have businesses, but there's no structure. That's why one individual will come and will drag you, and you will leave your other customers, and you are facing just one customer, and it's dragging you. At the end of the day, what comes out of there? You will discover that you have put in 200%, and the return is only 5%. As much as you want to be good, there's what is called the Pareto principle,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Pay 80% attention. I mean, how do they say it? Pay
To those high
20% of the
people
people who bring in
that bring,
80%
yes,
of the goods. And
yes,
that
yes.
20%, you pay 80% attention to them. The goods are lays the golden egg. You cannot treat them same way you treat the normal goods as just eating your food, right? There
Yeah.
are many people who love what you do and love what you do for free. When we come on like this for free, they enjoy it. But when it comes to paying, they will move. So that's why we have different level of
You
pricing.
see, this is why we needed this class, because nobody knows it all. We are all learning. Now, the second most important thing I want us to talk about, and I'm showing it to you, is where is the place of, I don't want to use the word redemption. So let me give an example. If I gave a customer a bad customer service, customer service, like you said, the entry level, that's before the exit level, and then the challenge level, and all of that. Now, let's say, let me give I don't know if I'm a storyteller. They use story talk. So if so I want to ask a question. A poor product and customer service are not the same thing now, Shay?
Yes, a poor product with good customer service we still sell.
Okay. Poor
A poor
product.
product but good customer service will sell, but not as much as a good product with good customer service. But
Okay.
a good product
Bad
with bad customer
customer
service will
service.
hardly sell.
That
Which
makes
is
sense. That
what
makes
happens
sense.
to a lot of people. So a lot of people have good products.
Excellent product, but their
What
customer
they
service.
sell is what we need, but then their
So,
service delivery is poor.
so
I tell
also,
people that customer service is the vehicle that carries your products from you to the customer.
okay, before I go back to that, my question, what I'm trying to ask you,
Yes.
let me ask you a question. Psychologically, let me say, there's a market in Akwa
It's
Ibom.
like this question you're asking relates to you. That's why
Yes.
we laugh now.
There's do you know that some people are attracted to bad customer service? Wait, I will
Some
explain.
people enjoy the thrill. Some people enjoy the thrill. The
Yes, so
thrill for them is in
let
the
me
fact
explain.
that
Let me give you an example. In Akwa Ibom State, there's a different local government called Eket. In fact, I drove from Eket to Uyo this morning. Listen to this story. In that Eket market, there is a market they have so if they have that market on Monday, next week is on Tuesday, next week is on Wednesday. Do you understand? But it's once a week. They call that market Uduafyong Etok in Eket. So I don't know how many Akwa Ibom people are here. Listen, no. I don't wear I'm just gonna put that I don't wear second hand. I don't wear any. If I wear anything that's not good on my ear to burn into, but because I grew up and I was busty, I needed more bra. And at that point in my life, original bras like that are very expensive. So the only hope I'm sharing my story was the second hand. So I used to go to that market only to look for bra. Now there was a man that used to sell bra. If you pick up his bra, I think everything is in levels too. So now I understand that it's in levels. So that's his level. If you pick up let's say he tells you this bra is 1K. You are meant
and you
to
price it.
Immediately you price it. No, it's more embarrassment. So when you grab this thing and like, then you are seeing the influx of people. Do you know that embarrassment alone, just so that you are not embarrassed, will make you buy that bra?
Yeah.
And you know the funny thing, the next week you will come back there because he was the best.
So that's the thing. He was the best, and you didn't have an option at that time. Once you have an option, the thing is that you will never go there again.
I don't know, but also just knowing that this man knows his onions, he's not begging me, did something to my psychology.
Exactly. But also, you did not have an option at that time. Okay. The day you get an immediate option of somebody who can do it better, that you don't have to travel to one market day, or even in that market, somebody who's welcoming you and say, come, don't stand outside, come inside my shop.
Let me tell you what happened to me in Ghana. I walked into a boutique to buy something. I saw a cat. And I'm not someone that likes pets, right? I screamed. You know, the girl did not move. She did not shake her body like, oh my, I just come out. I see, but do you understand? You know how, instead of me to say, okay, calm down, let me hold the cat. The girl did not. She just looked down. She looked down on me in my head. I said, see this one.
So many business owners forget that the customer is king. The customer is the reason why you are in business.
It's not all customers that are king, but let me write it down. The customer.
Whether you like it or not, because the person who is paying is king. So you both said it that he who pays the piper. He who pays the piper, he takes the tune. So the customer might be confused, but he's king. The customer might be arrogant, but he's king. The customer might be ignorant, but he's king. The customer might be unlearned, but he's king. So if you keep in mind that the purpose of the business, the purpose of staff is the customer. The customer, in fact,
sorry,
without
somebody said the customer is king, me, I am the queen.
I'm queen, yes. And the queen is here to serve the king. Exactly. Without the customer in the mix of a business, the business doesn't exist. So the customer is the bond, is the glue that holds the business together. Imagine that you're having shameless marketing and there's nobody that is coming to learn, no customer. What happens? Imagine that we're having this live and there are no people following now. What happens? Imagine that you open a shop, a boutique, and you put a staff there, morning till night, nobody enters there. What happens is that after a year, when the rent expires, we sell everything up and that business closes down.
Okay, so
that
if
we realize that the customers, let me land here. that the customer is king, we will always have the mindset to do everything, even though he can be very annoying, as some kings are, even though it can be very challenging, but you know that you are here, your reason for being here is to serve him. Even if you start your business with 1 billion, Rinjoma, if the customer doesn't come to buy, to make sure that you get your 1 billion back and get profit in addition,
if the customer
that
is
your
my
business
ex,
will not
if the
continue.
customer is my ex, I don't want. No, I'm so let's.
That the customer is your ex doesn't mean that you shouldn't be treated well. Because what he says, listen, and something just entered my head. What the customer that is your ex says about you to your present guy will determine whether the present guy will stay or run. So you see?
Okay. So I wanted to ask a question on redemption, but I've come to realize that there are two different things. So someone say, what if the ex has plenty money?
Money.
So it had to be with the products and bad products and customer service. So for example, I've had a catering job where, so you can have a good, you said it, so you can have a good customer service, but let's say your products flopped.
That challenges,
and let's say the client now goes out to call you out, even with your perfect customer service. Now, how do you resolve that kind of conflict? Can that person's call out bring down your brand? Even
I will say this. I'll say this to everybody. When you are called out, the calling out is not the problem itself. Your response, yes, your response to the call out is key. And we have typical examples. When the customer complains and you do not reply, it becomes a criticism. I'll say that again.
Okay.
When the customer complains and there is no immediate response, that customer complaints becomes a criticism. When a customer complains, he wants a solution. So when he complains and you answer and provide a solution, it is resolved. But when he complains and you do not listen, you ignore him, you act like you're not hearing, you act that it's like it's not important. Remember Very Dark Man, and I don't want to call the other people's name, but Very Dark Man and those people, remember? When the person who used the product complained, they were not listening, they were not responding, and that lack of response got to the point where the VDM guy got in. He escalated, and now it became a criticism. When the customer complains, he's looking for a solution, but when he gets to criticism, he's not interested in your solution anymore, right? It's not interested in your solution anymore.
Someone just said something. I called out a brand in January. This brand called me a liar. I went to look for my 2021 bank statements to prove myself right. Wow.
And so what will happen in that case, for example, is that you will never go back there. And also you will also spread the rumor. And then there are the silent customers who are watching.
Sorry, but it's possible for somebody that had a bad customer service to change.
Of course. And your response is what matters. Like I said, if a customer is complaining about you on your page, don't just run away and say, oh, I'm going to the DM. Respond to him. Oh, and that's what banks do.
Yes.
Oh, we're very sorry about this challenge. Can we reach out to you on DM? And when you go on DM, the next thing they will send you is, can we call you? What's your phone number? Right? The reason why they're doing that, remember I mentioned at the earlier stage, I said when you are talking to a customer, take the conversation from text to voice. You know why? You want to hear his countenance at that time, whether he's very angry, whether he's livid, and then you will hear your voice and hear the remorse in your voice. But when we're talking, chatting, and text, you might not be able to hear what I interpret you as is that you are at my mercy. So because you don't want to stay at that point, you call me and we are very sorry about what happened. And then you hear is it here now? You feel the remorse in my voice. So you understand that, this is what, and you see the thing, when a customer complains, it's not because they want to pull you down. They just want to be heard.
They want to be heard, oh,
They want to be heard. And once you start, especially for the Nigerian customer, the same person who was shouting at the beginning, once you listen to him and begin to prefer solution, he will tell you, oh, I'm very sorry, I just was angry at that time. And the matter ends there. Your worst customer, your worst complaining customer, when attended to, might become your best customer at the end of the day.
Become your influencer for free.
Exactly. So the onus is on you to pay that attention to them. Remember, everyone must remember this.
I don't want us to lose this live video. So probably let me post it and then come back again. We are getting to 1 hour, okay, so that we don't lose. Most times it gets to 1 hour and disconnects.
Okay, so let's go. I'll still be here, so we can do a few more minutes.
Okay, it's okay.